in the 2028 season for our Minnesota Twins, and we have made our first move. Brant Herter, we claimed off of waivers. He was off to a really solid start in Detroit, really good per nines. The ratings don't look insane. I mean, I know he's a lower overall, but the ratings are fine, and he was pitching well enough. And we're more so made that move because Phil Matone was having a generationally horrific start. 3 2/3, he led 3 homers, 9 earned runs. You can just look at the per nines there. He was unplayable, so luckily we could just send him down. Like, we didn't have to waive and DFA him, and maybe he does good enough at AAA. He'll be back up with the roster. But we had to make a move, and Brant Herter looked good enough, so he is now a part of the bullpen. In terms of how the team is doing, I mean, we're 16 games into the year. We're dealing with this weird schedule that we've got to go along with where we get no days off. But the team's struggling a little bit. We're not doing really anything well, but we're really, really not hitting. I don't really know why. We have the guys in place. Keisha's off to a slow start. Jordan's off to a slow start. Erod is off to a generationally slow start. I'm going to give these guys to the end of the month, and who knows? We'll see what we do. Maybe Ben Johnson's gone. Maybe we say goodbye to Ben Johnson. We make a move because the team's hitting 195, and that just can't. That physically cannot happen. So that's kind of the middle of April update for the team. I'll let you know if we make any other moves or string something together. And we're back just a few short days later. One thing I wanted to point out in this LA game that we lost here, they walked us off. Zach Neto hit a home run off Cole Reagans. The interesting part about that is the opposing starting pitcher, Max Carvente. So the guy that we really wanted, he was taking a pick before us. Max Carvente made his major league debut against us. Isn't that just fitting? So we lost to him, of course. Another thing that I wanted to come in and say, we just got swept, and now we're pending a knee injury. This is not what I was coming in to say. That is not good for Royce Lewis. But we're sending Erod down. He's not going to stay on the big league roster. He's struggling very badly. I don't want to field him anymore. And Dante Nori's been off to an excellent start in AAA. Elite defense, kind of a no-brainer move. And Dante Nori is joining the Major League roster. Him and Zaire Hope will likely split time in left field, and Zaire Hope will remain the backup center fielder. The only real positive we have with the bats is that Byron Buxton is, doing April Byron Buxton things. He's off to an excellent start. Everyone else has seemingly forgotten how to swing a bat, even though it is their profession. In terms of the pitching staff, slow start from Reagan, Iriarte, and Bradley, but everyone else has really been solid. Abel and Alcantara have been really good, and we have, an absolute ace in Andrew Painter's off to an excellent start. So I think with how Reagan's the start of the year, there's with these homers, I am going to move him back down to a middle relief role with maybe a mop-up or emergency starter. I think we'll do emergency starter just because he still has the stamina to do it. And finally, that home runs allowed might be catching up to him. So yeah, we'll see what we do. Honestly, I'm just gonna do it now because it's something I'm probably gonna do anyway. We're gonna go ahead and fire Ben Johnson. I know in the game, people probably say it doesn't really have an effect, but if the team is hitting this poorly, I don't care if it doesn't have an effect other than making me feel better. The team isn't hitting. We're gonna go get someone new. I like Rob Yelton. Let's offer him a deal for him to come in and be our hitting coach. We're 6-12. It feels like an early time in the season to hit rock bottom, but if there was a rock bottom to hit, this might be it for us. Royce Lewis's injury is a strained PCL. He'll be shut down for 4 weeks. So, again, one of the guys who got hurt at the end of last year, been one of our more consistent bats in the middle of this lineup, and a lineup that's been struggling, and we lose Royce Lewis. So he's on the 10-day. Corresponding move, I'm thinking it's Antonacci. He's off to a ridiculous start through 7 games. He plays kind of everywhere in the infield. Shai Robinson could come up. He's also off to a great start, plays elite defense, but doesn't have any third base time. So I think the clear move is probably just Antonacci. Yeah, we're just gonna do that, and then yeah, Torrens not been playing well enough. Peyton Neals hasn't been playing well enough. So Antonacci will slot in and be the starting third baseman for now on for this struggling Twins roster. Also going to make kind of a minor move. Christian Serta, I know he's a backup catcher, so his bat doesn't matter that much, but he has been really bad. And Satake's also been playing very poorly. We're going to see if we can add a bit of a spark to some things. Enrique Jimenez, he's hit everywhere he's been in the minor leagues, and that might just be what we need. I know he's not a guy who's going to be playing that much, but just want to change up the roster, maybe just shake things up, maybe see what comes out of it. Maybe Enrique Jimenez is the spark the offense needs. He's a switch hitter. He's way better against lefties, so I think we are going to let him, at least for now, start against lefties and still do like an every third game tag. But Satake struggling, Serta struggling. A guy at AAA who's raking, not going to play that much, so it's not like a monumental deal. But that is a move that we'll make. In the series right after we fire our hitting coach, we go ahead and sweep the reigning champion Toronto Blue Jays. So that's a fun development for our team to get. Hopefully we can ride out this momentum and keep it going through the month of April. And we have signed new hitting coach Rob Yelton to join the roster. So we have a hitting coach, Ben Johnson, not the head coach of the Bears, Ben Johnson, but our former hitting coach is gone, and we'll start anew there. And a really bad update here. Orion Kirkering diagnosed with rotator cuff inflammation. So our best reliever is shut down for 2 months. He was on to another unbelievable start. Really continuing what he's done the last 2 years, and even better with these per nines through 13 innings. Safe to say it's a massive blow to our roster. We really do want to contend this year and at least have the chance to. And losing Kirkering for 2 months is really going to hurt that opportunity. I think Matone will come back up for now. He's been struggling a little bit. He's only had one outing. But we'll maybe it's Festa. I don't know. I don't want to. Man, that's a pretty big loss for us. Maybe Marco Raya comes up and we try him in the bullpen. I think I'm going to do that for right now, just because Matone was so bad and he's only had one outing down there. So we'll give Marco Raya a shot. He'll come up, and then we'll promote Roki Sasaki to the stopper role. He has been very good through 16 innings, so we'll give him the opportunity to establish himself in the back end of this bullpen. Tanner Banks has been really poor, which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. But what are you gonna do? Want him to pitch around a bunch? I don't know why that got turned off. We'll put him in an avoid high leverage situation since he's been struggling. Again, one of our best relievers a year ago, off to a slow start. Speaking of one of our best players being off to a slow start, Luke Keishel also been very poor. So it's not the start we wanted. Colson Montgomery's playing very poorly, to the point where we're probably it's going to warrant a team change here soon. I want to get to the end of April before we make anything major happen, but changes need to be made. The team's struggling. Antonacci's come up and been a spark plug for us. 5 games though, so we'll check back in at the end of April if we get more injury news. But we have actually been winning more games. Obviously you saw the sweep over Toronto, and now we've won the series over the A's. So hopefully we can just ride it out through the end of April and some guys get hot and we kind of settle back into things and, give us a chance to compete. And as I say that, Aaron Judge hits 4 home runs against us in Game 1 versus the New York Yankees, against Nathan Eovaldi as well. So there you go. He hit 3 off of Mick Abel and then hit 1 off Cole Ragans. We might not be in a very good spot right now. And it's time. Colson Montgomery has gotten worse and worse. He's got a 23 OPS plus, a negative .6 WAR, and we've barely played a month of baseball. We're going to send him down, and Shai Robinson, the elite defending middle infielder, high work ethic guy, former 10th round pick, I think in real life. Yeah, in real life for the Minnesota Twins. We didn't draft him, but the Twins organization did. He's been off to a good start in AAA. Shea Robinson is joining the big league club. Walker Jenkins update down in AAA. He's been playing excellent. Dante Nori hasn't, so that could be a move we make shortly. I'm going to give Nori some leeway, give him some time to settle in. He's only played 6 games, so that could be a move we make. Still waiting for Luke Keeschel to kind of figure things out this year. We might move him around in the lineup. I want to give Shea the opportunity to, be the shortstop for a little bit, see if he can do anything for us, and then we'll adjust the lineup and hopefully, get the guys in a position to be successful and try to change some things up so this lineup can start to hit like they did, in the past. And we moved Dylan Cruz to the leadoff spot, and he goes out and hits 3 home runs. But in typical Twins fashion, we lose the game. So Dylan Cruz, 3-homer game, moved him to the leadoff spot. He does that, but Sandy Alcantara has an all-time stinker, and we lose to Detroit. So we are only 3 games back of the division. The White Sox have been horrific. The Royals are good, and the Tigers are good. But we're winning more games than we should. I would assume our Pythag doesn't like us. They have us even with that. But we're seeing a lot of, double-digit numbers on both sides here, and that needs to change. So hopefully we can start piecing some things together. Mick Abel's been off to a bad start, which I feel like his ratings shouldn't warrant that. But the home runs, he's allowing a bunch. He just had that home run. That game against Aaron Judge, where Aaron Judge just hit 4 homers, 3 off of him. Painter and Alcantara have really been the only 2 decent ones. Taj Bradley's had some good starts, but again, he got shelled recently. He's off to just kind of a weird start. I wish some of our guys that we had developing were more ready to come on up because we could really use them right now. But yeah, we'll keep keeping on. Like Liam Peterson, again, the home run allowed is still at 45. He's doing good other than the home runs. So if he can literally just get this to 50, we can bring him up. We can work with the 40 control. It's just the home runs is still at 45, and it's an issue at AAA. So yeah, we need some help. Obviously, it probably sounds a little contradictive saying we need pitcher help, even though I traded away a bunch of pitchers. But I like where the team's at. I like the guys we have. It's just we need the guys we have who we thought were going to perform. So, it's still early days. I don't know. Maybe I'm crashing out for no reason. I wanted us to get off to a better start than we have. But we're 12-16. We go on a run here, and we're back to where I want us to be. We'll see. I can stop complaining, stop yapping. Let's get through the rest of April here. And we suffer another injury to our bullpen. One of the guys we signed, and a guy who was a former Twin, Brusdar Graterol, elbow sprain, will be shut down for 5 weeks. Since for some reason he only pitched 2 2/3, and he's wrecked now. Okay, Brusdar Graterol was off to a fine start, even though he wasn't really getting out there for some reason. I guess this is why, because he's hurt. So Brusdar Graterol will go on the IL, and I guess we'll likely be almost forced to bring Matone up now. How's he been doing? Still having an issue with the walks, which kind of doesn't make sense. But not allowing homers, striking out a ton. We'll see what round 2 looks like for Phil Matone. He just middle relief, avoid high leverage. Okay, let's just turn down pitch around, and hopefully he can go and attack and not allow the most homers ever. And we'll see how we do. We've won a few games in a row, and we have a setback now. Awesome. I didn't even see this. Royce Lewis suffered a setback. I don't even know if that delayed his injury that much. I guess I don't remember what it was at before. But Royce Lewis, another 4 weeks for him until he will return. And we add on to the injuries to the arms of this team. Marco Raya that's Tanner Banks. Marco Raya oblique strain. He was up for 3 2/3 of really solid baseball, getting outs for us. and his season's not over. he's done for a week. He'll be on the 15-day, so that's 3 arms now. I think just since it's short term, I think David Festa will probably be the guy. He's been doing good enough. Liam Peterson update. The homers are getting lowered, but again, we really need this rating to get to 50. That would be incredible, so we can slot him up. I had the idea. Well, first let me bring Festa up. I had the idea because we've seen some really good stuff out of Sasaki, and that stamina is still there. So there's a world where I try Sasaki again in the rotation. It's just the 3 pitches really scare me. But we'll see. I don't think we need to make a move right now. Mick Abel just gave us a really good start against Detroit. So we're gonna give some leeway to some of the arms and just kind of hope for the best. And then if we need to make a move, that's a move that I'll definitely look at. Matone, has he pitched at all since coming up? He's not, so no update there. But yeah, that's the Marco Raya injury. We hop in here at the end of the month of April. We have some player development updates. A really, really, really negative one. Our former second-round pick, Elliot Birnbaum, has just plummeted in potential. We kind of got a full, month of. He's playing well at A-ball. I don't really understand it, but his scouting. Look at this. It just all went down. Potential gap 70 to 55. Eye goes down. Power goes down by 20. Contact by 5. I don't really understand it. Maybe he just wasn't what we thought he was when we drafted him. It's not that he's played poorly at A-ball. OSA still loves him, but our head scout no longer does. So Birnbaum might have been a whiff of a pick for us. Not ideal. I don't think we have any other massive updates like that. Seems like Bartlett's not very good as well, but we didn't think Bartlett was going to be insane. Not ideal. Ronald Acuna is hurt. Oh, he's fine. Some of the awards here, we have a guy, Manny Cedeno, at A-Ball who won an award for what he's been doing down there. He came over in the Simeon Woods Richardson trade where we got Cole Ragans. I forgot he was a throw-in. The hitters of the month, Aaron Judge doing it at 36. I was actually looking at the Yankees earlier, and I was thinking about how crazy it is that Aaron Judge usually doesn't do good in these saves because his injury proneness is so high. But through 35 games, he's been Aaron Judge, Corbin Carroll, Shane McClanahan off to a great start. Caden Favors, that's not a name I recognize. So a guy the Mets got from Cleveland, player of the month. Avery Short, a starter who I'm pretty sure gave us the business earlier. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of someone else. Had a crazy game against us. He went, he pitched 1 inning in a 15-3 win against us. Was that the regular season? It doesn't really matter. Avery Short has been, the rookie of the month for Kansas City. And Caden Favors, that pitcher, rookie of the month as well. We stand at 18 and 20, not 20 and 18. We honestly turned things around pretty decently. Went out, won this Detroit series, won this Kansas City series, won this Boston series, but then we lost 2 straight to Seattle at the end. Obviously, if we won them both, we're 20 and 18. If we split them, we're at 500. But we lose them both. We have one more with them. There has been bright spots of the team. I'll say that for sure. There's definitely been some negative things, but one of the bright spots has absolutely been Dylan Cruz. He's figured it out. Look at his pace. He's on pace to hit 60 home runs this season. And not only that, he's supposed to steal 30 bags. Dylan Cruz has been awesome. Every game I check the box score, and every game it seems we have a Dylan Cruz home run. And just look at the difference from a year ago. He's played 60 less games, and he almost has caught his home run marker from a year ago. So Dylan Cruz has been excellent. Byron Buxton's been excellent. He's stayed healthy and stayed on the field, and he's hitting very well. So we're happy with that. Antonacci, since coming up for Royce Lewis, and it's just 20 games, but a 153 OPS plus, that'll do. That'll play. That's excellent. Enrique Jimenez has been what we'd hope he'd been, kind of a spark plug bat in this lineup. Like we said, a guy who would hit at every level. Why wouldn't he hit here? And he's proven us right. He's been excellent. In terms of the bad, Luke Keeschel still struggling. Hopefully, it's just an abysmal, month and a half, and he can kind of figure it out. Because it's not very good, and he's supposed to be the guy, the star of the team. Jordan's been excellent. He's stayed healthy as well. Maybe not Jordan standards, but for what he did the last 2 years, it's above that. And we're not paying any of this. I mean, we're paying a little of it. So that's good. But no one else is hitting. Dante Nori really bad. Shai Robinson not hitting. Olivar, who was meant to be like a bat first baseman. And I mean, look at what he did a year ago. Why isn't he hitting? I don't know. So maybe we bring up or trade for a middle infielder. Maybe Colson comes back up. He's been terrible, though. Middle infielder, though, and then move Keeschel back to first. Maybe he'll be more comfortable there. I don't know. I don't know what the move is. I'm definitely, not happy with these bottom guys. Dante Nori is a glove first guy at the end of the day. Still feel like he should be able to hit at least a little bit, but he's been struggling. It makes me kind of want to bring Walker Jenkins up. But, do you really want to continue life with Walker Jenkins? We might. I'm going to do that. Dante Nori is going to come back down. He struggled. And we're just going to bite the bullet. More Walker Jenkins baseball in Minnesota. Maybe this time will finally be the time that Walker Jenkins figures it out. I'll have him start over Hope. They're both lefties, so it doesn't really matter. Pitching-wise, that doesn't look good. We have guys allowing 4 home run per 9. Matone has only pitched once, and he's been fine in it, so I'm not really going to overreact. We know how bad his numbers were earlier. He's only had 1 outing since coming up, and he didn't allow a homer. Tanner Banks, I don't know what's going on here. I really don't get it. I just don't get it. Maybe a guy we send down or we trade or we do something with, because it's not enough. It's 7 innings. We'll let him get some more run. Cole Ragans, though, I think the Cole Ragans experience might officially be dead. He's been really not good. Allowing the homers. It's tough for me to want to continue to trot out Cole Ragans in what could be like a high roll for us. So we might move on. I'll let you know if we do. Mick Abels kind of had some ups and downs this year. He's had good starts and bad starts. I think he's gonna be good. Like, his ratings say he should be good. 5 very good pitches. The control's at 45. That's not a problem. He's not, a fly ball pitcher. 50 home. Like, this should be good enough to be a solid starter, and it's not working. I'm going to give him some more run. It's just I believe in the ratings. Iriarte is kind of the same situation. I believe in the ratings, but somehow this guy, ground ball pitcher 55, is allowing homers. It's frustrating to see. You just don't want to see it. Maybe he's someone we move to the bullpen with that 40 stamina. Maybe he's someone we move for Sasaki. Alcantara's been fine. We're not upset with Alcantara. Again, too many home runs. I mean, we don't play at a home run ballpark, really. Like, we don't. I don't really, how do I even look at that again? We really don't play at a home run ballpark, though, and I don't really understand why we are allowing so many. Yeah, home runs overall is under 1. So, and I don't know if it's the pitching coach or if it's something else that we got to figure out. Who was our pitching coach? Carlos Javier. I don't know. Who knows, man? Maybe they'll figure it out. But Sandy's been fine. Andrew Painter's the man. He just went 6 1/3 against Boston, 13 Ks. I mean, he's an ace. He's exactly what we wanted of him when we made the Joe Ryan trade to go get him. He's earning this contract, and it's looking like a bargain for us. Hopefully we can get some guys around him so he can be a part of a competitive Twins roster. Sasaki's been awesome. Again, the issue I have with me moving him back to the rotation is, would we just ruin all the success he's had in the bullpen? or would we like still maximize, what we thought or what the league thought he was when he came in? So that's kind of where I'm scared. Like, if he's doing well, why change it? But we need the help in the rotation. But we need the help in the bullpen, too. We've seen how bad these guys have been. So we'll see with that. Tyler Rogers has been the man. No surprise there. He's just been awesome. Funderburk has also been really good, not allowing the long ball. What else? Brant Herter, since coming in, has been excellent. He's continuing. He's gotten even better. Look at that. 16K per nine. Brant Herter. I mean, we all assumed he would be the best bullpen guy for us, right? We obviously looked at these two. These three just not very good players, and then Festa's up. So that's kind of what we're looking like. I feel like moves are to be made. We'll see. Checking around the league quick. Yankees, Red Sox, Rays, Orioles all at the top. The Blue Jays, some, World Series hangover potentially, 17-21. We see Dylan Cruz is second in the league in homers, only second to Aaron Judge. Roman Anthony is at the top here. He's been so good. I was looking at his stats earlier. He had a 4-WAR season, 80 games last year. So if he's healthy for a full year, Red Sox have an MVP on their hands. Corey Seager is finally healthy. And, well, not finally. He's been healthy for the last 2 years. But he's looking like what Corey Seager looked like. What year was that? 2024? No, 2023 Corey Seager when he was on pace to win the MVP. I'm a big Corey Seager guy. I love Corey Seager. He's so fun to watch. He's just got that silky smooth lefty swing. It just looks so good. There's just so much power in it. I'm a huge Corey Seager guy. I really wanted him. Like, prior to that 2023 season, he was like my MVP pick. And then he did this, and he only played 120 games. And I was like, God, if he just got the whole season. Corey Seager's a guy I just love to watch play baseball, so it's cool that he's balling out. He's leading the league in WAR. We didn't even look at the NL West or AL West, but the Rangers are ahead. The Astros are there. The San Antonio Invaders, they're hanging around. They're 19-19. They're not doing terrible. Speaking of, for some reason, Jaden Morgan is their ace, and he's got a sub-2 ERA. Join the Memphis Bengals. I have no clue who this is. I forget that in this game when expansion teams come in, they kind of come in with some players. Like, I don't know who this is, Marco Acevedo. Yeah, they come in with just some guys who, weren't major leaguers, but just dudes that they have. I wonder if they have a bat too. It doesn't look like it. Maybe Tenna? I feel like I've heard of Jose Tenna. I have. So that's who Jaden Morgan is, and he's leading the league in ERA. Takember Sanchez, Ian Seymour. I don't know who that is. He's been really good for Tampa Bay for 2 years, and he's continuing to do that just at a higher level now. In terms of pitcher awards, still Michael Kennedy, the Cleveland guy who was second in Cy Young voting. I think that was a year ago. Yeah, it was. I don't know how to pronounce Carmen's last name here, I'll be honest. Zazinski, something like that? Madzinski? I don't know. But he's been excellent for New York. And, they've been great. I'm kind of dragging this out here, but who cares? We're having fun. NL East, the Braves at the top of it. Our Marlins falling behind. What do you mean? That's all right. Braves at the top. Brewers and Cardinals are competing. I think the Cardinals, they did something. Oh, they have Kevin Ginkel as their closer. Good luck with that, gentlemen. Jacob deGrom. That's right. Jacob deGrom signed here. We were kind of trying to get him. Excellent through 2 starts. Well, kind of, the home runs. But he was hurt. I did see that. I was going to bring that up. That he got injured, so he's shut down for a week. So that's kind of the Cardinals. The Diamondbacks are actually ahead of the NL West right now. 2 games, a game and a half above the Dodgers. Giants are in the mix too. Padres are not. So that's interesting. In terms of league leaders, Corbin Carroll's been off to an unbelievable start. 227 OPS plus, on pace for 13 WAR. Something pretty light, something pretty chill. Yandy Diaz is hitting 366. The guy's just good. He's been so good in this save. He was batting title 2 years ago in Texas, goes to Atlanta, puts up similar numbers. I mean, this being a drop-off year is crazy, especially for a guy who's 36. And now this year with Atlanta, I'm right back on his pace. Ivan Herrera has been excellent from the catching position, so St. Louis goes from Yachty to Herrera and have excellent guys behind home plate. Hurston Waldrop, Jansen Junk, and Colin Rhea at the top of the ERA list. And the WAR guys are Chase Burns, Justin Steele, Brandon Walter, who's actually, I was looking at this guy earlier too, kind of a dog. So Arizona's got a really, really good team, and they got a lot of dudes. Is Kirsch still going? Kirsch is still going at 40. He's ring chasing. He doesn't have enough. Doesn't he have 2? Oh, right. Because, wait, no, he should have 2. Didn't they win in 2020? Well, I mean, we all know that was a fake ring. Yeah. Anyway, he wants another ring. He wants to do it against the Dodgers. Hopefully he gets a chance to. Wrecked. So let's pray that, if they make it to the playoffs, he's still standing. But yeah, that's kind of the end of April update. We're going to do another month here before I end the video. We'll get through May, and then we'll get to whatever the hell July looks like because of the schedule bug. Early All-Star game, 3-day break for the All-Star break, and then we'll draft here in the middle of this Cleveland series. But let's get to May. Let's hope that we kind of start to figure things out. I still really want to maybe try Keishel back at first. Maybe second just isn't it for him. -3 ZR there. So yeah, we'll see what we do. It's time to make the move. Cole Ragans is done. We just had an unbelievable random win here, 11-10. We walked it off via Dylan Cruz RBI single. 11-10. This kind of reminds me of the Yankees-Twins game. I think it was the Bomba squad. So 2019, where Aaron Hicks ended the game with a diving catch in center field against Max Kepler's hit, and people were like, "Oh, it's the best game ever." That's kind of what this reminded me of. Zaire Hope has a random 4-for-4 game, and no surprise, Dylan Cruz hits 2 of them out of the park. This guy won't stop hitting. I love Dylan Cruz. I'm really happy with that trade. What did we give up again in that? Andrew Morris. How's Andrew Morris been? Andrew Morris has definitely played the sport of baseball for Washington. But we scrolled down here and I just saw the Cole Ragans. Obviously Taj Bradley got hurt. I didn't see that. He'll be fine. He should make his next start. But Cole Ragans, just terrible. I just don't want to do it anymore. I'll be honest. I just don't want to do it anymore. Cole Ragans, we're going to go ahead and waive in DFA, and we'll go see what we can do to get a new guy for our bullpen. And for now, we're just going to bring Travis Adams up, kind of a career AAA guy. Ratings are good enough. He's been fine, walking a little too much. But Travis Adams is the guy coming up, just going to eat some innings for us before, ideally we go out and get some guys and try to figure something out. Pearson Ole could have came up, but 3 pitches and they all suck. So I don't want to do that. If Matone keeps struggling, then maybe Ole will be the guy. But we'll keep monitoring the waiver wire, see if anyone is willing to trade any relievers early in this season, and we'll look at doing that because the bullpen has been 1 hurt and 2 bad. So we'll see what we can do to help negate that. We got a PM here from Byron Buxton asking about an extension to stay in Minnesota. And, obviously 70 outfield range, 75 power, a career twin. We would definitely be interested in doing that, even though he's 34. But let's take a look at what he wants. Unbelievable money. I love Byron Buxton to death, one of my all-time favorite players. But I think everyone in the world knows you're not going to give this deal to an injury-prone center fielder. It'll probably be something we reapproach in the offseason. But if we do an extension, it'll be a short-term deal. Probably a vesting option or a team option, but we will not be doing anything that looks like this. So Byron Buxton's tenure as a Twin definitely has an opportunity to conclude at the end of this season. Obviously, I want us to win, so it's not someone I really want to trade, and he's not even willing to waive it. So Buxton's here. Yeah, that'll be an interesting kind of update for later on. And speak of the devil, Byron Buxton, day-to-day injury with an elbow strain. 2 weeks with it. Moderate hitting, moderate throwing. With how fragile he is, not really something I want to make him play through. Especially we're not really vying for a playoff push. It's not the end of the year, so Byron Buxton's going to hit the IL, do a 10-day stint. Zaire Hope will definitely move into that starting spot. He's been super duper good. He's kind of getting a little lucky with the BABIP because his strikeout rate's pretty high. That is Antonacci. Zaire Hope, his bat hasn't developed yet, but the speed and glove is there. And even if he's getting lucky, I don't really care. He's good. We want him to be good, and now he's getting an opportunity to start a little bit. These guys just suck. Shea's not playing well. Walker's not playing well. Again, he might just be a quadruple A guy. It sucks for the former, top prospect in baseball. I don't know what we're going to do there. But we're going to bring Nori back up. He just literally won't stop hitting at AAA. Another guy who, kind of like Walker Jenkins, rakes at AAA, sucks in the majors. But Dante Nori's coming up. He'll be the backup center fielder, and he's going to play like every other day in left. And then versus lefty, Zaire Hope slots in. And again, Dante Nori, backup center fielder. And he'll play every other day in left. The bats, Dylan Cruz highlights it. We went ahead. I forgot to mention, Enrique Jimenez, as of right now, is the full-time starting catcher. He's hitting the ball way too well, and Sataki's struggling too much for me to be like, yeah, let's trot out Sataki, more often than Jimenez. Antonacci's been awesome. I got to fix the lineup. What should we do here? I'll move Antonacci up. He's been hitting the ball very well. Shai hasn't. He'll move to the bottom here, and we'll do the same over here. Versus lefties, we'll let Keishel hit second. All these guys don't really hit. Let's do that, and that'll be the lineup versus lefties. See if we can continue to piece things together. David Fest has been really bad in 2 games. It wasn't really meant to be a long-term guy out here. Abel actually had a really good start his last time out, 6 innings, shut him down. So again, hopefully he sorts it out. I don't think Matone really, two outings, no runs, so we'll leave him up. And Banks as back-to-back outings of no runs, so those guys are still here. Travis Adams, for some reason, hasn't really seen the baseball diamond quite yet. But, the start of the year we weren't hitting. We're still not hitting very well, but we have guys hitting now. Jordan's been awesome. He's really come alive. But we are now not pitching. So if it's not one thing, it's the other with these Minnesota Twins. But we'll see if we can piece something together here to close out the month of May. We have a couple of things here. Cole Ragan's passed through waivers. We're just going to send him down to AAA as long as he accepts that, and he does. We're not just going to outright release him yet. I thought about just doing that, but we'll just send him down to AAA for now. But that was not why we're here. We're here to review the draft pool, see who's here, see if there's a Max Carventi type. We have the 20th pick, so we're pretty down low right now. They have taken another center fielder, Robert Fitch. The Yankees, obviously, no surprise if they're bad. They got the top pick. It's all rigged. No, I'm just messing around. Bobby Harry the Cat Doty looks to be a stud at the top of the class. Ronnie Eichhoff looks to be another guy. Jesus. Stephen Everett looks insane. If this bat develops, he is the OSA mocked number 1 player. Jamie Kreider, interesting guy at number 2. We'll run through this quickly. We don't have a top pick this year, so it's not like this is as big of a deal. And there's a dog coming, Austin Hanscom. He kind of like Nolan Shanuel, first base guy who's probably going to be in the major leagues by the end of the first year. They have him, funny enough, slated to the Angels. So I think that works out. Some of these guys are very interesting in these draft classes that I'm seeing. Jeff McNulty already has a 60 grade eye, 50 grade power. He's going to strike out more often than not, and he's a catcher. And he's that's a guy who could be in the majors soon. That's interesting. We obviously looked at Eichhoff. I mean, holy crap. If I had the first overall pick, this might be what I'd be doing. Jose Reich, elite range, elite bat already. We'll throw him to keep an eye on because holy crap, does he look good. And hopefully he doesn't enter our division. And then another just dog of a bat already. Jorge Gonzalez looks pretty ridiculous. Brian Schwint. Another really intriguing shortstop. Probably not one I would go after because of that avoid K. But Enrique Lopez is interesting. Since we're getting kind of deeper into this save now, we're going to see some pretty ridiculous draft classes. And that's kind of what we're getting here. Again, it serves a purpose to be bad longer into these saves because some of these draft classes start to get pretty unbelievable. And yeah, we're not. We obviously had a good year last year, but I mean, getting an 80 potential guy at 20 would be pretty awesome. But that's kind of what it's looking like here in the 2028 season. And Marco Raya is eligible to come back, so I think, despite Travis Adams not throwing a pitch for us, no, Travis Adams will stay. David Festa has been horrific, so we'll let David Festa head back down to AAA. You'll probably never see the Major League club again. Marco Raya will be back. He had a fine 2 innings when he came up, 3 2/3. I mean, yeah, just fine. He'll stay with us. I want to point out, Brant Herter's been like our number one bullpen guy. 11 games, 108 ERA, 23 Ks to 5 walks, no homers. This guy's been unbelievable. And he's, waiver claim, he's a 40 overall guy. Not really any elite pitches. He's just been a dude. So shout out Brant Herter. I want to point out, we just swept a very good Orioles team. We scored 5 runs to walk things off here by Sam Antonacci against, guess who, Johan Duran. So we sweep these guys. We hit very well. And we blow a save opportunity for Duran, who has been, unbelievable. So that's cool. We sweep them 3 games. We also have a development, and that is Zaire Hope is a dog. He has been awesome for us. I think that if, Buxton's back, that what I'm going to do, because Walker Jenkins is continuing to struggle, what I'm going to do as of right now is Zaire Hope will move to everyday left field, and Dante Nori will remain up with the club and be the 4th outfielder for us, and Walker Jenkins will be heading back down. Boucher Robinson and Ricardo Olivar are playing some of the worst baseball that you could. We're definitely looking. I'm not just sitting here on my hands. We're definitely looking for opportunities to bring in other guys. I might even move Jimenez to first. Can he even play any? Not really. Can Sataki play first? I was going to look at this. So Sataki could play a little bit of first. So I might just start doing this for a little while. Maybe bring back Serta, and we just kind of tank, him being bad at first for a few games. Or we just call up Cooper Kinney. We could do that for a little while. But the 40i, I just despise looking at. He's played well, though. We'll see. I don't have an answer right now, but that's an idea. There's some ideas that are flowing. And Royce Lewis is back where he slots in. He might play some second base for us. Luke Keishel, or second base. Yeah, second base? No, where would he play? Man, I don't know. Because he can't play short, and Antonacci probably can't. I forgot shortstop is the issue. I was just looking Bruce tip one day for Luke Keishel, so nothing major. Shea's been at short, and he's been terrible. So Antonacci's been hitting really well. Do we see if he could play a little bit of short? Oh, man, I hate having a really bad defense. But that might be the only option we have because Shea has put him in a spot where he is unplayable. I'm just going to send him down right now and bring Lewis back in. We have one more day. of time, hopefully for Buxton to be back. But yeah, Royce Lewis is back. Let's try to construct this a little bit. Satake we've been trying out at first. We'll have an update on that in a minute. But I'm gonna do Royce Lewis back to third, and we're just gonna put Antonacci at short. And what we're gonna do up is toss a prayer up for our defense, and hopefully, that doesn't become a disastrous thing. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll fix the lineup. Let me get Royce Lewis. We'll just go like that and like that. Let's do the lineups. I kind of don't really need to change this one. Well, I'll move Antonacci up, and then versus lefties we'll fix it. But yeah, we might have a move here for a first baseman. I'll give you an update in a moment about that. But Royce Lewis is back, and this is the first base move that I was mentioning. We claimed Miguel Vargas off of waivers from Detroit. Another guy Detroit let go. A 151 OPS plus through 21 starts in 41 games. Yeah, that's good enough for me. We're going to go ahead and send Olivar down. Him and his -1 WAR will be gone off the team. Yeah, wish we didn't have to trot him out there that long. But hopefully Miguel Vargas is kind of the answer, at least for now, at first base. And we don't have to worry about that going, at least further along into the future. And just like that, Byron Buxton is good to come back. So we're going to send Walker Jenkins back down. Another stint in the major leagues and another poor showing from him. So he will go back down to St. Paul, and we'll bring back Byron Buxton. What we're going to do is what we discussed. Byron Buxton, obviously the center fielder. Zaire Hope has played himself into the starting roster, though. He is going to be the everyday left fielder from now on. And that is the update with the Byron Buxton injury now that he's back with the team. And we have another injured guy coming back off the IL. Brusdar Graterol is good enough to return. What was his injury again? Sprained elbow, 5 weeks. I do think we're going to give him just a small stint with a rehab assignment, especially with like over a month injury with an elbow. We'll let him ramp up a little bit down in AAA. But Brusdar Graterol is no longer hurt. We have 3 weeks and 20 days of injury time left here for a Kirkering. That'll be a massive addition to our bullpen. I know these numbers don't look great here, but they've actually been, well, I guess I didn't even look at this. Tanner Banks just allowed a homer. So maybe the Tanner Banks era is over. But Matone's been really fine since coming back up. These are his 4 outings. So hopefully he kind of just settles in. Say in May, this is his per 9s. And in April. So it was really just that March 2 1/3 where he just got shelled. And then he's been fine in April and in May. So we'll kind of let Matone keep going, but Tanner Banks, it might be cooked for Tanner Banks. I'll be honest. Roki Sasaki's starting to allow more runs. His FIP minus is still fine. It's just when I click on the things, I saw like 3 straight outings that were similar to this. I'm not worried though. We'll be fine. Buxton's back. Vargas is in. Antonacci's at short, which is terrifying. This is so bad. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we do. We're gonna bring Graterol up. Travis Adams just got shelled, gave up 4 earned and didn't get an out. We're gonna go ahead and send him down. Just lost us game 17-2 up here. So Graterol, we're gonna go ahead, bring him back into this bullpen, and that'll help us. We are 1 game below 500, but we are ahead of the AL Central. Just nothing but dogs in this division. Somehow we are atop of it. It's been kind of a roller coaster of a season. So far we've had a lot of ups and downs. We're hitting, kinda. Like there's one person below 100 in the starting lineup, and it's a 97 with Jimenez. Luke Keeschel is finding it. He is figuring it out. Now back on pace for a 2020 season. Is he back? He might be back. Look at the month of May he's had. So that's awesome. Antonacci, Lewis, Alvarez, and Vargas are hitting. Dylan Cruz is slowed, but we're not too worried. He's at a hot start. I assume he's going to bounce back. Tanner Banks just went 3 innings and gave up nothing. So we're gonna keep rolling for a little bit with Tanner Banks. Matone as well has been he just got hit a little bit, but he's been good in the past 2 months. So I'm gonna keep rolling with them. The team is definitely a market for a starter though. Alcantara and Painter, especially Andrew Painter, have been really good. Andrew Painter has been the man, but Alcantara has been really solid behind him as a number 2. But we need some stability in the rotation. We need someone who's, maybe not the flashiest guy, but someone to come in and just eat some innings and not, throw games away by allowing a bunch of homers. Taj Bradley's been allowing a bunch. I think, we definitely want to go get a starter. I don't really want to move. I mean, we could try Raya in the rotation. But, these per 9s aren't, sustainable. The low K per 9 worries me a lot. So I don't really want to try. And the BABIP he's getting extremely lucky. 190 BABIP is not sustainable. So I don't think Raya would be the guy we'd move. Sasaki, I still have that belief in there. So we might trade for a pitcher. I mean, it's still early days. We're still in May. We're about to conclude May, actually. But we'll look at it. Let's get done with May so I can get out of your guys' ears. And a guy that I was actually, kind of looking to trade for. We saw him in the, end of April update as an ERA leader in the National League. Jansen Junk was on the trade block. I was looking into trading for him, and kind of before we get the chance to, kind of dodged a bullet. He tore his elbow ligament. He is done for the year. So he kind of fit that mold of, high control guy. He hasn't been bad this year, but we won't be getting him. We have one more game before the end of May, and then we'll do a quick recap and then hop out of here. We have our end of the May kind of awards and development update. 2 of the guys that we came in with hope for. Eduardo Tate, not really a guy anymore. This potential has continued to plummet, and he has not continued to really develop that bat. Another guy, Riley Quick, who we were hoping to be very good, has continued to just plummet his ratings. He's hurt now. His control will never be where it needs to be, and his stamina has continued to fall. So, really disappointing that we weren't able to develop those guys into, what the Twins organization hoped they would be. Linebach is improving. We have him at AA currently, and he's doing really fine. So, our former, 13th or 6th pick, 13, I don't know where I got that. Linebach looks to be hopefully a dude for us, and hopefully he can be up, next year in September maybe. We'll see how his develop continues to go. Aaron Judge has once again won Player of the Month. He's on some pretty historic, pace, or I should just say normal Aaron Judge pace. He's been unbelievable. I was kind of thinking that, Luke Keeschel could get this award, but he's on pace for 77 home runs, and he just, he's at 32 homers, and we are on June 1st, so that makes sense. Lawrence Butler's actually been excellent for Pittsburgh. He's had a great month. He won 2 Player of the Weeks, so this doesn't come as much of a surprise for Pittsburgh. Pitchers goes to Fried, Logan Webb of the Brewers. Let's not forget about that. Dylan Lesko for Kansas City, the former, I think he was at LSU, was he not? Nope. Buford High School, I guess. Did he not go to LSU? I think I've done this before. I think I already talked about how I thought he went to LSU and he didn't. Whatever. Dylan Lesko, been excellent for Kansas City. And then Connor Griffin. I'm a big Connor Griffin guy in real life. He's, Rookie of the Month there for Pittsburgh. So shout out Connor Griffin. We have a guy down in A-ball winning it. Kind of a no-name. Let's take a look at the team. We are a game back at 33 and 34 at the end of the month. We are interesting. We're an interesting team. I don't know how else to put it. We're hitting well now. But everyone is. No one's really standing apart. It's weird. I don't know. I feel like there's been a weird 2 months. I think it goes back to, the schedule being a little wonky. We started early. We had a terrible March. We did fine in April. May's actually been pretty good to us, 15 and 14. But we don't really have a strength, and we have weaknesses, but we're hanging around. We're in a bad division. We're still suiting up and letting the guy with a 10 ERA and Matone go, and I'm like fine with that. It's something. We're piecing it together. We're trying to make it work. The lineup's been good. We need to pitch a little bit better. We want to go get a starter. We know that. Yeah, that's the Twins. Why don't we take a look at the league? The Red Sox have surged, and now they're tied with the Yankees for the first in the AL East. Thank God we're not in that division because we would be, fighting for fourth with the Tampa Bay Rays. These guys are crazy good. Obviously, we're in battle here, kind of a four-way race. Cleveland's kind of waking up a little bit. Team that you would assume would be excellent with the bullpen they have, but they have the 14th bullpen ERA. So Munoz, Smith, both struggling. Whitlock struggling. Shane Baz is there. So pretty surprising. And speaking of pretty surprising, somehow the LA Angels are in first place in the AL West. Don't tell me Max Carventi's doing it. He's been good. He's been good. He's not been like, the guy. Oh, I forgot to mention. I was looking at this. I was looking at the rosters, and the Angels found a different ace via a scouting discovery. So the Angels are just falling into ace pitching. So that kind of makes sense why they're here. Their Pythag cannot be. Yeah, their Pythag is the inverse of their record. Hey, shout out the Angels. Hopefully they get something done for Mike Trout. Rangers are right here. Astros are right here. League leaders, Aaron Judge has 11 homers over Dylan Cruz, who's in second. Corey Seager and Roman Anthony still doing it. Seager atop that list. Him and Judge on top in OPS. They're tied for WAR, which is funny because of how good Aaron Judge has looked. Seymour still atop here in ERA. Michael Kennedy around. Andrew Painter's top 3 in strikeouts. Only 4 back of the league lead. So that's pretty cool. Pitcher WAR, Framber Valdez has actually been the top guy. Michael Kennedy right there. In the National League, we see the Braves atop, and look at our boys. The Marlins are fighting back. 7-3, 4-game win streak in the last 10. The Marlins are around. Let's not forget about the Miami Marlins. But the Braves stay atop the NL East. The Cardinals are now ahead of the Central. They take over the Brewers. Their Brewers are a game back, and the Pirates are here, guys. So shout out some small market baseball, Pirates and Marlins, throwing some haymakers, trying to get in the fight. The NL West is just two powerhouses, Diamondbacks, Dodgers going at it. Diamondbacks barely edge the Dodgers as of right now, and Kershaw's still doing it. He's wrecked, and he's still doing it at 40. He said, I want to become the GOAT, and these per nines at 45 WAR pace. Oh, please don't let Kersh get hurt. Oh, man. Kersh is the man. How do you not like that guy? Well, I guess if you watch playoff baseball in Los Angeles, you probably don't. But, man, the Diamondbacks are competing. Dodgers are right there with them. Acuna's hitting 362. My goodness, Ronald Acuna. Ivan Herrera's right there. Yandy's up here. Nolan Gorman's hitting some homers. Corbin Carroll obviously at the top. Acuna, Carroll, and Herrera at the top of atop of the OPS, and then Corbin Carroll stands alone on top of WAR, on pace for almost a 10 WAR season. Definitely the leader of this elite Diamondback ball club. Tyler Mahley's actually has a 2.6 ERA. He leads the NL, and then Chase Burns in strikeouts, and he's also the WAR leader. Justin Steele looking right behind him. So that is kind of the early season. I know it was a bit of a longer one. We've kind of had a lot going on, but that'll do it for today, and that'll do it for the first 2 months for our Minnesota Twins. So thank you guys for tuning in.